I think I'm gonna win this by the skin of my teeth. And when I say the skin of my teeth, I mean I actually have an indent in my tooth, so it's way closer than normal. Wait. Hang on. Did I just see that change colors? Huh. Yeah. Now the question is, does it mean it's at capacity, or does it mean there are people in it? I'm gonna leave this running a bit because I want to see somebody go in there. I'm gonna lower the price solely to get somebody to go in. Normally I'd cut here, but I really want to know. And if I make a mistake, one of you few who watches this can correct my error. Condor. Zoo rating is still 82. The Apatosaurus could... Okay, I thought I heard... If the Apatosaurus escapes again, I'm pretty well hosed. Okay, it just means people are in there. Well, I'll jack that back up, because now I can handle twice the load, and I currently have 246 guests, so yeah, 2 restaurants. You know what would be cool is if there was like a season pass option in Zoo Tycoon where you charge a certain amount for a season pass, and just to see how that would impact the AI's decision making, because each person, or rather family, starts with slightly varying amounts of money and needs. At least I assume it does. I know in Roller Coaster Tycoon it does, and I would assume with the mechanics of Zoo Tycoon that that's how the Apatosaurus escapes. Yeah, I know you're going to fix the fence. Just go over there and fix it. Alright, well, now I know what happened. It couldn't normally break out of these. It's just the fences would deteriorate. So I may have to wind up keeping an eagle eye on this, as opposed to my normal pause, go do whatever tasks I have to do, and then come back. Nah, I'll still do it. I'll see you guys when I either win or lose. I'll see you guys. Oh. Endgame. Just now getting to maintenance worker training 2. Yeah, I'll see you guys when the pop-up comes out telling me whether I won or lost. The Allosaurus escaped, and I realized I wasn't recording. It killed someone. I have the wrong fence there. Yeah. So I learned while it's in the middle of its killing a person animation, that would be the grabbing it up in the air and just flinging it. At least I assume they die. I was too busy trying to click on the pickup option. Yeah, so I finally decided to take a hint after repeated escapes that I should probably hire a couple more maintenance workers to deal with all the fences. Oh man. This actually is going to be a very close scenario. Just because of how much the zoo rating tanks when a creature exits, especially a carnivorous creature. So, wow, the second restaurant has already more than paid for itself. The carousel really isn't all that good, beyond keeping people happy. But just in the course of 2 months, that's just a lot. Yeah, much as I like the way the picnic type area looks, the restaurant's, let's see, restaurant is $2,200 compared to $500, $750, $750 plus 4 times 75. Be another 300. So what did I say? So we're about 1,000. Yeah. So it's about half the cost of a restaurant, but it has a bigger footprint. And this setup is my standard burger stand, drink stand, bathroom. Even just going 4 tables. It doesn't seat as many people. It doesn't satisfy them as much. And it doesn't make nearly as much money. So, to put that conversely, the restaurant is twice as expensive, but in previous ones we saw it made 3 times the money, and here it's making so make a profit of the profit of 500, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, this is making it 6 times or 7 times. Anyway, hello, Blue Fang Microsoft thing. Yeah, it's just kind of ludicrous. I'm gonna try gouging some more. How high will it let me go? I am legitimately curious how this will affect things. Especially considering it costs more to eat at the restaurant than it costs to enter the zoo. Yeah, but I fixed that now. I only need a zoo rating of 75, right? Yeah. And people enter with 75. So, as long as I can keep a constant influx of new people, I shouldn't have to worry about that. My exhibit suitability isn't going to go down. As long as my dinosaurs survive. Heck, even if all my dinosaurs die, there's a chance that I would be able to afford all of them. Because let's see. 5,000? 8,700? 12,700? Okay. So, slightly over. So just those 1, 2... So those 3 are about as much as I have right now. I'll round to... I'm just going to do rounding. So, 5,000, 7,500... I heard a fence being fixed. Oh, where was I? 7,500. 11,500. So, 11,500, 13,000. Alright, let me finish the math. 13,000, 17,500. So I would need 20,000. It might not be a bad idea to, it might not be a bad idea to, sell all my No, I can't because it takes time for them to hatch. Speaking of which... Yeah. I think I should get another dinosaur just to do general things. I now have 2 maintenance workers working solely on fence repair. I want to cut until the end, but stuff just keeps happening. Why is it escaping? It's not destroying its own fences, right? Now the zoo rating is tanked. Oh man. I gotta recover from this. The heck is going on? I legitimately don't understand why all these dinosaurs are escaping. There shouldn't be a problem. I have no idea. They shouldn't be escaping all this much. I mean, the zoo rating recovers pretty nicely, but What the heck is... Keep strong animals such as dinosaurs from breaking out of the exhibits. This should work. Screw it, I'm upgrading the fences here. Alright, and it shouldn't be able to escape through there, and it won't be able to escape through there without making a lot of rubble. The Allosaurus... I don't have another fence to use on the Allosaurus. The electrified iron bar is the strongest exhibit fence. The electrified chain link fence should work for the Apatosaurus, because it shouldn't be charging through things, but given that I've never had it on screen when it escapes, I have no idea. My zoo rating is 50. Oh good, all the research is done. Zoo rating is slowly returning to form. Maintenance worker. Apatosaurus. Yep. Yep. I have no idea. I legitimately don't know why this is happening so much. See, the thing is, DRT, Dinosaur Recovery Team, they would catch they would catch the dinosaur, but it would take them much longer, and it wouldn't it doesn't boost the zoo rating or anything. Wait, did I miss some concrete? You know what? For safety reasons... although this does cost quite a bit. But I really want to make sure the Allosaurus does not escape again. I really don't want the Apatosaurus to either. But the Apatosaurus hasn't shown to be able to break through the electric fences, while the Allosaurus has. I know the zoo's running low on money. I don't care that the zoo's running low on money. It's October, and I have a zoo rating of 48 because my dinosaurs keep escaping. Forgot to put that one there. This is ridiculous. I think I jinxed myself in the previous episode, where I said I've never really had to worry about dinosaurs escaping all that much. I think I said that. I may have said it in a cut segment. Or I may have just thought it. But now everybody's just escaping all the time. Alright. My Allosaurus should be stuck there now. My zoo rating is slowly improving. I'm going to start doubling up these fences as well. Like, I understand like the Apatosaurus and the Allosaurus are very strong, but as far as I'm aware, there's no other. There are no other fences. Yeah, no other fences. So something should work. Now, it might be that what I'm doing is necessary for certain dinosaurs. What the... Wait, you're only supposed to be... Alright. Zoo rating of 74. Wow. As I said, skin of the teeth. More specifically, skin of the whole, well, chip on my tooth. And no, it's not something I gave myself. So, quick little anecdote about why I'm now a little more cautious when it comes to dentists. I was getting a routine cleaning, and in that, using that cleaning drill thing that dentists use, I felt just suddenly a lot of pain and found out my tooth chipped. The dentist then said, well, it's because you didn't take care of your teeth that it chipped. Which, if I hadn't had dental instruments in my mouth, I would have then responded with, if you hadn't used that tool, I also wouldn't have had my tooth chipped. In fact, in normal usage, it wouldn't have ever chipped naturally. It took using a power tool. Yes, I understand it's specifically to get hard cleaning, but it's been years. I still have the chip. I never went back to that dentist. They never even offered a solution to the problem. And yes, so that is why I'm barely going to win or lose. Because a dentist chipped my tooth. That makes perfect sense, right? Actually, I'm gonna win in all likelihood because of finally reinforcing my reinforced fences. Oh, do I already have those there? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Guys, I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. Oh, man. There was a much easier way to make sure they don't escape. If you build the fence and then you just lower all the ground, they can't escape because they can't break the ground. And as long as you use the right kind of fence, they can still see into the exhibit. And I think that would have been cheaper. Yeah, let's see, to move this... Yeah. Yeah, just bring it down like there. Yeah. It might not have worked with the Apatosaurus, but the Allosaurus has a much smaller exhibit. Actually, the Apatosaurus probably doesn't need this big of an exhibit either. But putting them in a pit makes sure they can't escape. That would have avoided the first Allosaurus incident. That would have avoided all the escaping. Although I may not have had the funding that I needed. Okay. So, I've got all that. Well, that's not what I'm looking for. My zoo profit. Yep. I lost money in October when I doubled all the fences. The second restaurant is making twice as much on average. They're both maxed out restaurants. I guess because this one's slightly closer to the exhibits. Oh man, placement matters. Look at this the average profit of 8,000. Now recall, my normal setup averages like 500. This is 16 times. Here, even if I go with my highest, I think was like 750. So 750 compare 8,500 over 750. I can't do that in my head. 80. I'm still sticking with 8,500 even though that's going up. That is at least 11 times what my normal setup gives me. It's just ridiculous. And the carousel people won't always go on, but they need food and drink. Oh, like here we go. So the restaurant 2 has been in operation for 1/5 the time as Restaurant 1, and has made half the total lifetime earnings of the first one, in 1/5 the time. Now granted, part of that is because there were more people at the time I put it in. I put it in to deal with an overflow issue. And then more and more people came in. But as people started flocking in more, they had both restaurants to choose from. And Restaurant 2 is where all the funding is going. Nothing's died, right? Good. Man. I shouldn't be able to lose at this point. I'm monitoring all the exhibits. The Allosaurus doesn't have a weak fence to break through. The Apatosaurus doesn't have a weak fence to break through. So I don't think it can break down its gate. And none of these have things to break through. So I should be fine. I know, famous last words. What on earth? It's approaching an average of 10,000 at this point. I don't know. Dang. And of course the carousel. Santa! Anyway, the carousel is making 1/5 the funding of the restaurant. You know, I wonder if Santa shows up in months other than December. I don't know. I never really took note of it until just now. I've pointed him out in one or two of my previous videos, but I really don't feel like going back through those just to see if Santa can show up on a different month. Man. This scenario, to be fair, this scenario is made a lot more difficult on myself by my own idiocy. Again, if you want to do it right, lower the Allosaurus and the Apatosaurus areas down to make it harder to escape. Don't necessarily have to go for the impossible to escape, but just a little bit would do it. Make sure the Apatosaurus is in a smaller exhibit. Stegosaurus might be in a bit big of an exhibit. The Clodopteryx is definitely in too big of an exhibit. The Kentrosaurus might be able to do a little smaller. I'm only really confident with the Camptosaurus and the Plesiosaurus exhibit sizes. And for the love of everything holy and unholy, and neither, don't use this whole blueprint for any single exhibit. I probably could have and should have broken this into 3 exhibits. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that just said I won, right? Yeah. I just I wanted to finish what I was saying. Well, we have beaten the Dinosaur Digs scenario. Sorry. The intermediate Stop. Think. Speak. We have beaten both intermediate Dinosaur Dig scenarios. So, in the next part, I realize that I made a mistake and these are just in a weird, we have completed 2 out of 3 of the Dinosaur Dig scenarios. I've also missed his Zoo Tycoon Intermediate Zoo. So I'll just be going down the list. So we completed the final part of the first part of the Dinosaur Dig scenarios. Next part, we start Oceans of the World. We get into the Marine Mania. This has been 18-2, and I will see you guys next time.